Hey, Daniel Miller here, Dan the Rockman. So, I want to just take a little bit of time and talk. Yesterday, I had gone in and I was working on some rocks, and I was going ahead and try to get about 3 different rocks. I was doing agate, some petrified wood, and I was trying to get them polished up. And so as I was using my table, let me interject real quick. Before I started working on rocks, I'd gone to YouTube, and somebody had posted, "Hey, I saw your table. How is it working? What is it?" So I told them, "Hey, it's a great little table. It's real cheap. I've only spent $25 or less on it, and I'm just hoping that it'll last." I kind of did a seal on it. If it lasts me for a year, that would be awesome. And so then I turned around, I picked up my rocks, I got my equipment, I went outside, I got things set up, and I went to put the rocks in. What? Hey, first let me kind of show you the rocks that I have been doing over this week. Okay, so let's kind of start out with this one right here. Piece of petrified wood, that's the back side. Now let's turn it over, and that's the piece that I polished up. I love the black. You can kind of see the banding right there of the tree. So this is probably working outward towards the bark right there. All right, here's another one that I was working on. And let's turn it. There we go. So again, this is kind of the outside of the tree. This was a light band right here, and the rest of it was very hard. This one is kind of porous. Alright. And then this one here. Okay, it all kind of looked like that. See how close I can get and keep in focus. And I started doing just one side. This is a piece of chrysocolla. And as I got to do it, it's like, oh, well, it's kind of a triangle. I need to do all 3 sides. Very, very beautiful piece. See the veining in it? So chrysocolla and quartz. And then yesterday I had this piece, okay, and I was trying to get it into the table in order to go ahead and try to, lock it in there so I can get my equipment out and work on it. And it was like, lo and behold, the table broke. After I told the gentleman, it was like, oh yeah, if I can get maybe a year out of it, that'll really be great, but it didn't last that long. So I guess about 2 months and that. So it's made of pressed cardboard or wood, probably cardboard in that. I bought it for under $25, I believe. So, but what I'm going to do this weekend is I'm going to get some hardwood, oak or walnut, and we'll go ahead and I'll show the table to you here in a little bit. But this is a beautiful piece right here. This is, I got it kind of to position in between the rubber bunts, and got it to stay there, and was able to go ahead and get this piece polished up. So at least I got something done during the day in order to have an accomplishment. So it's got a nice little druzy in it. Beautiful, beautiful piece there. Alright, so as you can see, there is my table. And I had that one backside that kind of busted there. And it's just made of like paper. But I was hoping, I had weather sealed it, and I was hoping that it would last me a little longer. But I was able to put these together and hold that one piece kind of a little bit, you know, where it wouldn't go from side to side. And from there I was able to get it polished up. So I at least got something completed by the end of the day yesterday. So this weekend I'm going to go ahead and I go over to my friend Andy's house, and we got some wood over there, and we'll replace these boards with some hardwood instead of pressed paper, basically. So, alright, that's what's happening. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of show you some of the things that I did this week on polishing, and my mishap of my table that I use for holding the wood, petrified wood, and my rocks, gems, and minerals in order to polish with hand tools. Okay, so I will replace that. I'll replace it with the hardwood. I apologize to the gentleman that I said, hey, I'm hoping it'll last for a year. It didn't. It only lasted a couple of months. But I expected I was going to have to replace it with hardwood anyway. So I'm going to use like a oak or walnut and weather seal it really, really good. And then we'll be good to go again and have it in good working condition. So with that said, this weekend we will get that completed. Hey, I want you, if you enjoyed my videos and that, I want you to please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. We're getting real close to having 1,000 subscribers. Woo! Yeah. So also, as winter comes, we will get back into making small pieces for jewelry, doing some cabochons. I'll be showing you some of that. We'll get some really nice pieces of rock, gems, and minerals in order to sand and polish and shape and make some nice jewelry from it. But I'll get the table fixed this weekend, and then what we're going to do next week is we are going to go with another great big log, okay, petrified wood log, okay, and I'm going to show that to you here in just a second. Alright, this is a piece of petrified wood log. Let me kind of get it a little bit wet here, and then we'll take a look at it. Alright, so beautiful. See the center right there and that. So we are going to be working on this piece right here next week. So you want to kind of follow along. I'll go ahead and videotape it as we're working on it and that, so you can see the progression of the sanding and how much time that it takes in order to polish this up. Alright, I'll see you on the next episode of Will It Polish?